Hey everyone, I'm grekaosangel and welcome back to my stream of the Legend of Dragoon. In the last stream we managed to get through the lost city of Xenobados, mostly through the death city of Mayfill. We did defeat Kubala, Vector, and Celibus to sort of get out of being guilty in Xenobados. We did refight the dragon spirits of Fairbrand and Rigole. We did not take on the Divine Dragon because it's just too tough for us. We don't have any of the necessary equipment. And we did defeat Lavitz's spirit and the demon Zackwell that had been controlling him. We are very close to the end of the game. I'm not quite sure if we can finish it in this stream, but I'm certainly going to try. We just got a couple of boss fights for, I think, all of the characters, and then the final fight. So it's coming down to the wire. So without any further ado, let's jump back in. Okay, let's see, Mayfill. Yes. Now what I'm doing here is, since I don't exactly know the point of no return, I'm keeping 3 saves. I think the most recent one is this one. So we're going to update the Xenobados, the second save, and then once we get to a point where I think we can't turn around anymore, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll figure it out. Okay, I believe all we need to do now is head into this portal, and I think that will take us to the Divine Tree. Okay, so that pretty much tells us this is the point of no return. I think there might be a point to come back to restock just before the final fight, but for the next several bosses, we can't come back. So let's go for it. Okay, so we got the spectral flash, and in we go. Of course, it would never be that simple. Of course, he's going to destroy the Signet Sphere, and of course, we have to take on the God of Destruction. Kind of interesting that this sort of like stingray looking thing takes us to the moon, and in Final Fantasy IV, I believe a whale ship takes us to the moon. I do not remember this cutscene. Okay, we're gonna save here in the... I suppose it's the final dungeon of the game. I definitely want to make sure I don't... because we can always leave Mayfill, so Xenobatos can be overridden. Okay. Now, I don't remember how difficult the fights are, but I think we should still one-shot everything with that psychedelic bomb. Now, since I don't really remember the Divine Tree area so much, I'm not quite sure which of the two major big tree areas in Squaresoft games, such as the Ifa tree in Final Fantasy IX and the Divine Tree in this game, I'm not quite sure which one is more entertaining in terms of sightseeing, the way that they kind of design the whole area. Oh, and then of course there's Clera in Final Fantasy IX as well. That's just one big giant tree too. I think Squaresoft does a pretty amazing kind of tree designs. And then I guess there's even Guado Salam in Final Fantasy X. Alright, in we go. Straight into a fight. Not the most glorious of strategies, but it ensures that we pretty much win every fight, so we're not, being bogged down in this last leg of the game by, difficult fights. Or just pestering fights and just kind of like really time-consuming ones. Which is good, because we're going to be kind of bogged down by dialogue anyways, so I'm hoping we can get through the end of the game. I do think it'll take more than 2 hours. It might take 3 or 4, we'll see. Alright, what is this shining spot? Okay, so it's the white silver dragon's armor. So that's for Miranda. Yeah, she's got the angel robe on, which I think gives her a chance to be revived if she dies. Boosting that from 72 to 89, measure defense up by 60. Oh, I think I'll take that over the being revived thing. We've got a little healing spring here. Okay, we're gonna want to get into a fight, obviously. And we're gonna save, and then we're gonna start taking down these bosses. One at a time. Chimeras? Or manticores. A manticore, of course. What I think would be really cool is if, since we're on the Divine Tree, if there was like 100 and some options for these creatures that we could fight. You know, one for every different species that was ever created. And maybe once we fought, you know, one of them, they just, you know, we didn't fight them again because we wiped them out or something. That would be an interesting kind of twist to the very last dungeon. That all these either extinct or being brought back creatures, as we killed them in the fights, they just kind of, now they're gone again. I think it would have added just that extra layer of a sense of foreboding of how big this moment is.